cozy creatives. What's up? It's Julia Nash. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the very first time. Y'all cozy yet? Today what I want to do with you is have a little chit chat. I want to talk to you about 6 of the top things that I have learned that have helped me immensely as a creative person trying to live my best life. The first thing that really helped me make over my mindset as a creative was redefining what my version of success looked like. So originally I thought that being a musician, being a singer, a songwriter, that kind of thing, in order to make it in music, I needed to be signed to a record label. I needed to, have a song blow up, go viral. And then as I started to dig deeper into what success could look like and find different avenues of how you could make it in music, I started to redefine what I really wanted for my music career and for my creative life, and then just reverse engineer back from those goals. For example, instead of thinking that, going the major label artist kind of route, I found out that there are things like I could become a songwriter. I could have a whole career from just writing for other people or writing songs for sync. I found that sync was a whole other thing. I'm going through a course right now actually about it that's teaching me so much, but I found out people make multiple 6 figures every year writing for TV and film, making music just for that. No need to tour. When I have a family, I can be a mom. I can be an attentive mom and wife without having that list of obligations on my plate, if that makes sense. So I think it's really important for us as creatives to really define what success looks like for us. I read an article actually that I'm gonna link below that has 30 successful people and what success means to them. I think you'd be surprised by these very wealthy people, these very successful people, and what they think is successful, whether it be the way they manage their time or just achieving happiness, which is really what everybody's trying to achieve, right? So I'm gonna link that below just so it can give you some examples to expand your mind and make your brain open and have you really dig deep into what it would look like for you to be successful in your field of choice, in your creative endeavors. Once I was able to identify that, it really helped me go from that big goal and then make it into small goals, actionable goals that I could actually achieve and work towards making that dream a reality. Number 2 that really helped me, oh my goodness guys, I think it was super duper important for me to figure out who I was as an artist. What we see over and over again is that sex sells, provocative things sell, and we can't deny that. That's what culture likes. But for me personally, as a Christian, I don't sell sex. I'm a cozy creative. I like to be comfortable. That's my whole life. I used to wonder as a child why my mom would say, "Oh, I just want to be," she says, "comfy." Her main line was, "I just want to be comfy." And as an adult, I get it. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be chill. I just want to be cozy. I want to be able to feel like I'm completely good in my own skin, and that helps me to create the best content, make the best music, when I don't have to worry about how I'm looking, how I'm feeling, what others think about me. And I know that about myself. So getting to know myself was huge. Alongside that, I found out I like to work more on creative stuff during the daytime than the nighttime. I like to chill during the night. Sue me, but a lot of people in the music industry love recording at night. That's not me, and I'm okay with that. I have to know that about myself and be able to move forward. There are so many ways that we can get to know ourselves better, but for me, what really worked was there was a time where it was more forced isolation because I had just moved to LA and didn't have a lot of friends around. But I used that time and I embraced that isolation. And I was like, okay, I got to unravel some things about myself, comparison, competition, the way that I thought about things, my perspective, what my goals were and expectations were for myself versus what everybody else's expectations were for me. I was able to work through those things, and it's essential, okay? Let's see, what else really helped me get to know myself? Spending time with God. when I'm able to like reflect on what is making me anxious today, what am I worried about, what's on the forefront of my mind, being able to lay all those things out before God and like read the word and have it read me back and just like talking to the Lord about what's going on in my heart. He's our creator, right? So God was able to tell me about myself, tell me the things I needed to work on. And that was huge for me to figure out who I was, you know, in life. And I don't think that our life should be completely separate from our artistry. I think that it should be authentic, and what people are looking for in the world is for people to be real, you know? So know who you are in life and translate it to your artistry. And I think that personally, it'll help you to thrive. The third thing that I'm honestly still learning and trying to implement is surrounding myself with the right people. So I know in LA in particular, not to bash LA or people in LA, but I hear it so much, you know, from my own experience and from talking to my friends that are in LA, that a lot of times in LA where entertainment is huge, people want to connect themselves to other people who are further along. They want to link themselves with the right people. But I challenge you, like I challenged myself, to rethink who those right people are, right? So obviously you want to align yourself with people that are further along than you, like mentors, people that have been where you've been, that have had success. And it doesn't have to be directly, it could be indirectly through like books and podcasts. I love that stuff. I love to listen and take in that kind of knowledge. So it can, you know, help me avoid mistakes. It gives me that wisdom that I need to move forward. I think that's a great group of people to surround yourself with, mentors. Another group of people that I think is important are those people that can hold you accountable. Those people are able to challenge me. They're able to tell me when I am right, when I'm not right, when I'm tripping, because a lot of times I am, when I'm being emotional, you know, and I need to take a step back and reel it in on self-discipline. Those people are huge for our life. We need people, you know, even though they might not be in the same boat, doesn't mean that God doesn't want those people in your life. I know some people to be like, well, if you're not helping me get this bag, then I don't. No, it's not about that. It's about making you a better person. At the end of the day, Jesus wants us to become like him. And it doesn't have to be hella people that know all about your life and, you know, the tradition, all the details too. No, have some trusted people in your life that you can share with, and they can hold you accountable, and they can push you towards your goals, and you can push them. They can sharpen iron, right? Like the word says, iron sharpens iron. And then there are just some people in your life, you know, the people that make you feel good. You know, the people that are in your life that they want the best for themselves, and when you're around them, you can see that, and you want to be there for them, and you want to support them, and they want the best for you. Those people are important in your life. So, you know, all these groups might be the same people, and if all of these people have those same things, you have some amazing people in your life. You don't want anybody around that's dragging you down, that doesn't believe in you. You know, there are people that can humble you and ground you, but if they just legit don't believe in you, you might not need that in your life. You know, I know if it's family members that don't really believe, they don't see my vision, I might not need to talk to them every day, because, you know, who are you to doubt what my God can do? Period. Okay. Number 4, child. Okay. We need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I knew that about myself. The most terrifying thing for me was like making something public, right? So I knew that I sung, but when I posted a video on Instagram actually singing, you know how long I sat there and just looked at the screen and we rewatched it like 20 million times, critiquing every little thing that I did. It doesn't help anything. You know, sometimes you just need that extra push. Make yourself uncomfortable. Put yourself out there, because we can only grow when we're not comfortable. You have to adjust in order to grow. You know, in life, if we become so content that we don't do what makes us uncomfortable, like, you're gonna stay the same. Isn't that what insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? Let's not be those people. So for me, I'm telling y'all so y'all can hold me accountable. For me, what makes me uncomfortable than a mug is having to sing in front of people, oh my gosh, it makes my stomach go up in knots. So I feel like I could post a video, but you tell me that I have to perform live, I'm like, ooh, it makes my stomach hurt. I'll dream about it, I'll think about it, and that's a problem. Why? Because I'm a singer and I'm a songwriter, and these things are necessary. I'm putting it out there even for myself, so I could look back on this and be like, girl, you told these people to get comfortable being uncomfortable, you better practice what you preach. And then I also think about Jesus, right? Jesus didn't live a comfortable life. When he was telling the disciples and other people to follow him, they was like, Jesus, where we gonna stay? He was like, you know, animals have places to sleep and lay their heads, but I don't. The Son of Man does not. So every day they were uncomfortable, having to find a new place to stay, having to find somebody that was gonna feed them. But they believed that God was their provider, right? So if you're afraid to make yourself uncomfortable because you're afraid you won't be secure, you're afraid of being vulnerable, you're afraid you won't be provided for, that's a deeper heart issue that you need to work through rather than just, oh, I feel scared, so I ain't gonna do it. And again, preaching to the choir, but telling you so that we can work through it together, right? Tip number 5, y'all. I swear, with every tip that I'm giving you, just like, it hits me. Focus on you, child. Stop it. Stop looking at what he, she, it, they, him, her, we are doing, okay? Look at yourself. Julia, look at yourself. Note it. The Bible speaks time and time again about not looking to the right or to the left, and that's for good reason. Comparison is the thief of joy, because you look to the right and you see somebody that clearly is super talented, and you appreciate their talent, and you automatically compare them to you, and you're like, man, they are so far along. Like, her vocals are so good. Oh my gosh, her riffs, her runs, man, her songwriting. Look, she got videos, she got visuals. My goodness, what am I doing? It sends you spiraling out of control and thinking about, dang, you know, like, maybe I should just hang it up, go on back to school, get me my master's degree, you know, or whatever the case may be. Whatever your plan B is, it sends you to thinking about that plan B. Then you look to the left, and on the left, you might see people and you're like, oh, she's at a pitch and she needs to work on it a little bit. I'll speak for myself. Me looking at another singer and feeling like I was better than them didn't help them. It didn't help me support them, and it definitely didn't help me, because that same level of criticism I was putting on them, when I looked to the right and saw that person, that was the same level of criticism that I was putting on myself, and then ultimately left me in a stage of, I ain't gonna do nothing. I don't feel like doing nothing no more because I'm not good enough. I know I'm better than them, but I definitely ain't better than them. So where even is the standard? Let's just nip it in the bud. Jesus is the standard, okay? If you're gonna do anything, focus on him. Focus on being excellent as he was excellent. Focus on leveling up yourself. You know, focus on you, sis. We're constantly growing. It's constantly a process. So stop looking at everybody else. Focus on you and focus on becoming the absolute best that you can be, because God didn't equip us with everything we have for nothing. You know, he gave us a specific set of DNA. He made us be born in this specific time, surrounded us with specific people to do a specific work that he created for us before we were even born or thought of, right? So focus on you. Number 6. Last thing I want to talk about is just do it, y'all. Bust a move. It kind of goes back to my earlier point about getting comfortable being uncomfortable. We're in an age where there is information overload. So I'm constantly reading blogs and articles, and I'm so happy that that information is out here. But it comes to a certain point, right, where I will implode if I read another article and don't actually put it into practice. We have to get out of being paralyzed by fear and just make a move. You know, if your intention is truly to put the best out into the world and to truly walk in wisdom with the Lord, you have to trust that God is bigger than your mistakes. You know, you have to trust that if you do something with right intention. He's not gonna punish you for it. God ain't out here just trying to punish you for no reason. Just do it. Just put it out there. I'm listening to a podcast right now, and Kathy Heller, the lady that does the podcast, Don't Keep Your Day Job, she constantly says, give yourself permission to be messy. I think all of this works together. So let's recap, okay? Number 1, redefine what success looks like for you. Okay. Number 2 is get to know you better. Number 3, we're talking about surrounding yourself with the right people. Number 4, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Number 5, focus on you, boo-boo. And number 6, bust a move and just do it. I hope that these tips will help you get one step closer to living your best creative life. And I truly, truly, truly hope that once you listen to this, you would implement it, put it to action, let it start working in your life. And I want you to share with me some of the things that you've realized. I want you to share with me in the comments below what you redefined as success for you. I want you to share with me the people in your life that are the right people and why you know that they're the right people. I want you to share with me what you're uncomfortable doing. We gotta hold each other accountable, y'all. I wanna hear from you. I wanna love on you. I want you to be a part of this cozy creative community because we all out here just trying to make it. If you enjoyed this content, like this video, subscribe, please. I wanna keep on providing value for you. Till next time.